Jason Lowry with Kobachi Ironworks. I've already actually shot this next video that we're going to do, but apparently I forgot to turn record on when I did the first intro on this next project coming up. What we're going to do today is a pair of tongs. This is just going to be a very simple, down, dirty, rough, ugly pair of blacksmithing tongs that just about anybody can make with very, very minimal skill sets. It'll be one of those first tools that you're really going to need as a blacksmith. Get the fire going. Let's try to learn something. Okay guys, our base stock material for the tongs is going to be a 1 inch wide by 1/4 inch thick piece of flat bar mild steel. And I picked this particular piece up at Home Depot quite a while ago. Hence all the rust. Don't worry about the rust, it is going to burn off. The length I bought this piece in was 48 inches. So before we can get this piece in the fire and get it ready, we need to lay it out first. So to do that, we got to measure everything out. So take your handy dandy ruler and whatever length you're going to be comfortable working with. Now for me, I'm going to go at a 14-inch length total. So to mark that for cut, just lay that up next to it there. Find your 14-inch mark. You have a small little shiny line there, and that'll show us where to put it in the fire to get it hot, and also where to cut it at. We've marked it off at for our length that I wanted. It's right about there. Cut it off. Take our first piece that was cut off, and with your gloved hand, because this will be a little warm on this end, guys, line it up pretty close. Put another mark. Make sure our material's straight. You're going to come out about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches there. Drive down on that corner of the anvil. You're going to drive in about halfway the material. You want to lay it back down and even it back up. This process should take you between 2 and 3 heats to get it all the way. You can see we're not quite halfway through there yet, so we're going to heat that up one more time and do it again. So we're going to come up about another 2 inches, do the same thing on the opposite side here. Only difference is I'm slowly pushing the metal down so we can drop this in. This will be our handle material. This will be the actual jaw part of it. What I've done so far is just work that one end down about the same length as this part is here. So we just keep working that inwards. Just corner of the anvil. Drive it straight down. So there's our base start. Like I said again, we've got this coming back here and that angle and that. So now what you want to do is take your other piece of steel that you've cut off the length at 14 inches and make it match this. The parts that need to match near on exact is from my finger forward, right through here. So this paddle area has to be the same length, and this jaw, this body area here will have to be the same length as well. I'll show you a little trick to make this all match up nice and neat. Take your steel, lay it out like that, so they're right there together, and then take your hammer and drive that down. That'll give you a good idea as to where that needs to be put exactly. We've got our 2 pieces of our tongs, and as you can see, we got those to line up real nice. So what we have to do now is drill a hole. So where that hole needs to be drilled is right in this part here. Okay, now we've got our first hole drilled. Now you can see exactly where that goes. And just a note on when it comes time to drill your hole, make sure that whatever your pin stock material or your rivet material is going to be, that the drill bit is just a hair bigger than the pin material that's going to go through this to join these tongs together. So to make sure that we get those holes lined up right, we're going to take our tongs and set them up. Now we're going to take the ever handy vice grips and lock those down on there, locking those two pieces of material together. Make sure they're lined up nice. There we go. Now, set those in the vise. And as you can see, our handles aren't perfectly lined up square. We'll take care of that in just a moment. So, set it in there. Start off slow and just drill through.